Hi, welcome to Free Spirit, and welcome to another Spirit Message, Spirit Tip. So I got this morning, and I didn't want to keep it to myself. I wanted to share it on the channel. I was guided to these two cards, which are totally perfect, from Messages from Heaven. Take control of the situation. You know you can do this, and find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. When you hear the Spirit Message, you'll understand why these cards are so perfect. So the message was, remember your natural divine state is to feel good. And that's your barometer for life. Remember your natural divine state is to feel good. Let this be your barometer for life. That's the Spirit Message tip. Remember your natural divine state is to feel good. The easiest way to keep yourself feeling good, balanced, and full of love and energy is to remember that your natural divine state is to feel good. Like literally, let this be your barometer for life. So remember your natural divine state is to feel good, and letting this be your barometer for life, you can easily adjust along the way to keep that setting. So when you're feeling a bit quote unquote off, listen, pay attention, ask yourself, what can I possibly do in this very moment to make that feeling better? How can I make myself better? Can I change my thinking, my mood, choose another thought or action? It's for right now and always. What's your choice? Choose better every moment for yourself. It can be quick, fleeting, instant. Be aware. Were you just doing or thinking something lowering your energy? It happens quickly, doesn't it? But good news, you can shift just as quickly. Choose a better, more uplifting thought or action, and it will pull you right back up. And remember, your natural divine state is to feel good. So why does that seem like so hard to do? Because we're surrounded by so much that's not good. Still, this was like a conversation. Still, it's for us to choose what we want to feel in the moment. So say if you're facing a problem, can you approach it as if I'm going to solve this and make it better? Let that fuel you instead of the despair or worry or anxiety. How about you can handle this and march on in there and make it better? You're more brilliant than you think. You're stronger than you think. You're tapped into so much more than you think. And you know that saying, where there's a will, there's a way. Well, there you go. And off you go now. Go make your way. Your natural divine state is to feel good, and let yourself feel good. Make yourself feel good. You're making yourself feel better, and then you're making things better. So just by remembering your natural divine state is to feel good, and to let this be your barometer for life. So, you know, in my everyday and in my whole life, they've always shown this to me about how quickly you can feel that you're sinking, because quite honestly, negative thoughts, they almost magnify so quickly, but we can shift just as quickly, and it could be just as easy as just leaping out with a different thought or action. And the best thing to do is leap out with a totally different action, because then you're actually bringing your whole thoughts and everything, your body with it. But it's to really be vigilant. And so I love how they propose this as, you know, just remember your natural divine state is to feel good. So let that be your barometer for life. And then you'll quickly be really hyper aware of your energy. And this is moment to moment all the time, all through the day, because we're coming constant interaction with things that affect our energy. But if we know that our natural barometer, the setting, like if this is a setting, is to feel good, we could take control. I mean, this literally says, take control of the situation. We know you can do this. So anything happens, like when you're on your journey, you can move the wheel and adjust your barometer. Notice when you've gone off course a little bit, whether it was negative thinking or you were just naturally affected by someone else's energy or an event, but still, you know, you can adjust to help get back on course, that you feel better. Because it's when you feel naturally good and better, that's actually when you're most effective in making the necessary moves and actions that will actually make the things better, right? So you never want to go too far off course, because then you're not coming from a powerful place to actually make things better in your life. You'll be off course, and then the more off course you are, the more you feel negative, the more you have more anxiety about it, worry. So you want to get right back on course and face head on, what do you have to address? I love this part when they were like, this was such a rooting thing. If you're facing a problem, listen, we're not living problem-free lives. If you're facing a problem, can you approach it as if I'm going to solve this and make it better. Let that fuel you instead of the despair or worry. How about you can handle this and march on in there and make it better? You're more brilliant than you think. You're stronger than you think. You're tapped into so much more than you think. And you know where there's a will, there's a way. So there you go. Off you go. Go make your way. Like they're saying, adjust yourself and then tackle the problem or face the problem. This was find a way to bring harmony back into your life, take the first step. So if you ever feel like take the controls and find a way to bring harmony back into your life, if you feel that your barometer, if your natural divine state is to feel good and you're not feeling good, you can make that adjustment to yourself. Can you think something differently? Can you do what step can you take right in this moment, right now? Can you think different? Can you do different? Can you do a different action? Find a way, literally, take that step, find a way to bring harmony back into your life, take the first step to bring you back to that natural divine state of feeling good, because they're saying that's the barometer for life. So when you get really comfortable with that's your setting, that's your setting. You know how we always say we're trying to bring more of our higher self in. We're trying to stay divinely connected all the time. I always say, if you get real comfortable on that setting, you're more aware the minute that you're a little off course or something put you off course to take that step and bring back that harmony. Because you want to be in that natural state of feeling good. That's the state of when you feel powerful, you can take positive actions to actually make things better in your life. When we feel a little off course, we first have to take the step to be aware and make that adjustment back. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to make ourselves feel better. They were always saying, especially on this channel, if you're watching this, you're probably tremendous kind of healing capabilities or empathetic, like you're there for a lot of other people, but we have to be there for ourselves. We have to be hyper aware of our energy. It also makes you more sensitive to energies, and so you're constantly going to have to adjust yourself to get back into that natural state of harmony, natural state of feeling good all the time. So like they said, it sounds very, they summed it all up pretty perfect, but whenever you're feeling a little bit off in any which way, you just listen, pay attention, what steps, you listen, you take the controls to adjust that, you find a way to bring in more harmony, because your natural barometer is to feel good. And then when you feel good, you'll feel more empowered and more positive to take those action steps to actually address those problems. It does not mean we have a problem-free life. It doesn't mean that things will never affect our energy. It's not Pollyanna like that. But to always remember your natural divine state is to feel good. And if you let that be your barometer for life, it's much more easier to be aware of your energy and to take care of yourself in the proper ways. Like they said, it's the easiest way to keep yourself feeling good, balanced, and full of love and energy, to have that be your barometer for life. Just to remember, your natural divine state is to feel good. So if anything is bringing you out of that, or you're reading something different, take those steps to adjust yourself and literally find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take that step, whether it's changing your thought, doing something different, making yourself feel better in the moment, bringing yourself back up. Because the minute, I always say, it's quick. If you get a little off course, a little energy adjustment, it's so much quicker to readjust yourself back, rather than if you're miles off in energy, like you've let yourself sink or go into the negative spiral. So when you're real comfortable in feeling good, like your natural divine state is to feel good, any little maneuver, bump, or anything, almost like a bumper car, like you came into quick contact with something else that's not that, you can immediately adjust yourself, and you're immediately taking the step to go back to harmony. So I wanted to share this because I found this really helpful. This was the best summation. I know I've talked about this a million times. I have a lot of spirit tips in my playlist, the free spirit tips about energy, about taking care of yourself during the day, being really mindful of your energy, because I know for health, and it's so important. This was my whole life, like incorporating all this moment to moment, literally, because they're saying it's the easiest way to keep yourself feeling good, balanced, and full of love and energy. So remember, your natural divine state is to feel good, and let this be your barometer for life. Take care, and I wish you all the best and with this, and to always feel as good as possible for all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.